The City of Eugene continued to advance its strategic plan in 2024, fulfilling community priorities and making strides toward long-held goals. The downtown riverfront is abuzz with the opening of 95 market-rate residential apartment homes. The long-awaited City Hall opened, establishing a place for civic and community engagement, and includes a gallery for local artists to present their work, fostering engagement and reflection through art. Eugene City Council committed historic investments prioritizing the development of new housing. An accelerated multi-unit property tax exemption program and the downtown fee assistance pilot will help to accelerate new housing in the downtown core. The city's growth monitoring program launched an online dashboard that makes housing data easier to access and understand, including maps and charts related to Eugene's growth and development. The city continued to leverage finite resources and maintain important partnerships to access state and federal funds to support creating all types of shelter and housing through the Housing Implementation Pipeline. The city supported nearly 700 shelter spaces, while 10 new units of affordable rental housing opened for veterans exiting homelessness, and 40 affordable apartments were rehabilitated through St. Vincent de Paul. With $3.6 million from the city, Homes for Good broke ground on 2 buildings that will add 136 affordable housing units. 5 shelter providers and the city's homeless services team created the Eugene Shelter Consortium, committed to working collaboratively to improve care coordination and outcomes for people experiencing homelessness. The new public space team compassionately addresses the impacts of homelessness in public spaces, enhancing safety, cleanliness, and livability for the whole community. 4 years after its creation, the Climate Action Plan 2.0 is 61% implemented. The city received $10.6 million in federal and state funding to support renewable energy projects, energy efficiency upgrades in city facilities, and community resilience, and engaged nearly 800 residents and 100 local businesses to identify decarbonization strategies we are now putting into action. Eugene Springfield Fire's recruitment efforts significantly increased applicants in 2024, including a number of women who graduated from the academy. Funded by the Community Safety Payroll Tax, Eugene Springfield Fire increased community resilience by establishing a wildfire planning and fuels management program that provided defensible space surveys, worked with partners on large-scale fuels reduction efforts, and secured grant funding for the expansion of fuels reduction projects. The Community Safety Payroll Tax programs continue to balance compassion and accountability to improve Eugene for everyone. Community Court provides problem-solving and partnerships that connect people to services rather than jail. MyPD Connect, an online reporting portal, saw 8,000 reports filed in its first year, reducing call hold times and freeing up 911 call takers and officers. 20 agencies received small grants from the Youth Empowerment Program to serve marginalized youth with behavioral and adaptive needs. And, in response to the community's desire for alternatives to police, Eugene Police began embedding a Lane County behavioral health professional for mental health-related calls downtown. Mobile Crisis Services of Lane County rolled out in 2024, providing additional person-centered crisis services in Eugene and Lane County. Guided by the strategic plan, the city worked to increase transparency and communications in several ways in 2024. A newsroom webpage launched covering a wide range of city topics, and the Eugene Police Department launched a new podcast, Copy Up with Chief Chris Skinner, to provide firsthand accounts, expert advice, and behind-the-scenes stories straight from EPD. And Eugenians now have a more convenient and accessible way to submit public records requests online. Partnering with Onward Eugene and Lane Community College, 80 new childcare spots are now available through the city's new Early Child Care Grant Program, increasing accessible, high-quality childcare options while supporting local entrepreneurs in establishing impactful, community-oriented businesses. The Farmers Market Pavilion has become the home of the Lane County Farmers Market, Eugene Native American Arts and Craft Makers, and Lane Arts Council's First Friday Art Walk, and established itself as a revenue-generating venue for the city by hosting cultural celebrations, corporate meetings, private parties, dance workshops, and more. The Holt Center announced its biggest season of the Broadway in Eugene series, including its first run presentation from Broadway. The Holt Center also organized education and engagement programs, including Bridge to Broadway, which served 575 youth through workshops, backstage tours, and subsidized tickets to performances. The Eugene Airport had its busiest passenger day ever as thousands of fans traveled for the Oregon versus Ohio State football game. The airport also completed significant infrastructure improvements, enhancing aircraft parking capacity and operational efficiency to support increased activity at the air cargo facility. Our nationally accredited Public Works Department improved safety along several Eugene streets, with an emphasis on improving walking and biking. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, Howard Avenue, High Street, and more all saw significant safety projects in 2024. Mayor Vince's Blue Ribbon Panel on Economic Development brought together a diverse group of experts, community leaders, and stakeholders to create actionable strategies to stimulate economic growth, enhance job creation, and foster a resilient economy. Eugene City Council endorsed the recommendations, and staff are creating an action plan to continue implementation. Looking ahead, construction continues at the downtown riverfront with the second residential housing building underway, anticipated to bring 130 market-rate apartments. The Riverfront Park Plaza is expected to open this summer, and progress will begin on Suzanne Arley Park's Mountain Bike Trails and Skills Park, made possible through a $1.2 million grant and the 2018 Parks and Recreation Bond. And key infrastructure will be placed in the area of West 11th and Crow Road for future housing developments. Eugenians can expect exciting developments in 2025, and we look forward to working together for all of Eugene.